What is poppin', fam? Hispanic here, coach of your Alabama Crimson Surf, and we're gonna have another double feature battle here. These are my UTL Week 6 and Week 7 games against the Vancouver Psyducks and Cronulla Sutherland Sharpedoes, respectively. And these are both great games in my eyes. Two great battlers we are facing off against. AJ, I know from a ton of leagues. I've never won against him. And Hooch I've known just from UTL, and I'm currently 1-2 against him. But his 2 wins have been on HAX. In Season 1, I beat him. In Season 2, what happened in Season 2? In Season 2, he won on HAX because I think his Zapdos got an air/flinch or something. No, I had Zapdos in Season 2. I don't remember what the HAX was in Season 2, but I know he did win on a crit. And Season 3, he won on a crit as well. So hopefully I don't lose on HAX against Hooch. First, I'll show off the game against AJ because that was my Week 6 game. Going in that game, he was undefeated and I was 2-3. My division's looking quite. What the hell is the spreadsheet doing? It's glitching out on me. I meant to go to the draft. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Alright, yeah, I don't know what happened there. The spreadsheet just decided to glitch out, but okay. It's fine. So as we scroll over here, we can take a look at AJ's team. He's Vancouver Psyducks. He's got Manaphy, Heatran, Jolteon, Heracross, Uxie, Golbat, Regirock, Honchkrow, Mega Altaria, Tangrowth, and Claydol. And the strike through over there means those are transactions. Yeah, so he's dropped those 3 for these 3 down here. Alright, so let's get into the fight. I brought Clefable, Psyducks, Shaman, Mienshao, Donphan, and Vape. And really, mostly standard stuff. I didn't do anything crazy. I guess if you count like choice, I have a choice band in Mienshao here, and that Mienshao. Actually, no, I did bring some crazy stuff. Now that I remember this team, like this was a Gracium Z Donphan. Donphan gets Seed Bomb, so I was gonna possibly try to Bloom Doom his Manaphy to nuke it, because I'm pretty sure I EV'd to kill after the rocks. If I didn't EV to kill after the rocks, kill an offensive set after the rocks, I don't know what I was thinking with that set. So Clef, I think, is my Clef. I'm pretty sure was the KC Masterpiece. Yeah, I think it was. The KC Masterpiece is a Clef set that was made famous by KC, coach of the San Antonio Ninjas. Here, he brought it on me in Season 1 of UTL. It was a mixed defensive, calm mind, soft-boiled Clefable with stored power. And that thing swept me. Like he won 5-0. I was in playoffs, so I didn't give a crap. I just brought memes that game because I was already in playoffs. So it honestly didn't affect me in either way. I think it just affected who I faced round 1. Like instead of facing a what I make, I think that I made the 6th seed. So instead of facing a 3 seed, instead of facing a 2 seed, I faced a 1 seed. So whatever it is, what it is. I did lose round 1 in the playoffs though. So maybe if I actually tried, I could have had a higher seed. But I don't care. I brought memes. It didn't matter. So he brought Tran, he brought Heracross, he brought Manaphy, he brought Mega Altaria, he brought Tangrowth, he brought Uxie. Just saying, Uxie, Heracross, Manaphy, those are staples on most of AJ's teams. So he's used to using those mons. I didn't like my odds going into this game, but I felt Choice Band and Mienshao really had a good matchup because I have Poison Jab, U-Turn, High Jump Kick, and a 4th move. I think Knockoff is my 4th move. So I was immediately thinking, okay, if I get rid of Heatran and he's not Scarf Heracross, Bandit Mienshao kind of just wins. So that was my game plan going into this game. So let's see how it played out. I lead with Mienshao, he leads with Heatran. So immediately I just decide to U-turn into my Donphan here. I'm sturdy, I could take any hit. He misses the Magma Storm, and that miss may have mattered. Because then he traps me and gets a free kill on my Donphan here, preventing me from getting rocks up, which could help in a Mienshao sweep. But it's Magma Storm, it misses, what are you going to do? He then decides to taunt me here, as I do decide to go for the rocks, thinking he'd switch. But, I thought he was going to switch there. I thought that turn he was either going to switch or Bloom Doom. I was sturdy, so I just, okay, I'll sack this for rocks, because with rocks up, Mienshao can win. and he just goes for taunt. So the exact opposite of what I wanted. Now he decides to switch into his Tangrowth as I just go for EQ. Now I fire off a gunk shot here. I forgot I had this on this Mon actually. As he goes for knockoff, and now he knows I'm either no item for some reason or a Z move. I'm pretty sure he's thinking a Z move. He goes into Heracross. I just go for Gunk again to get damage. And he reveals to be Flame Orb, which is fine. He's not Scarf Heracross, and that makes Mienshao much easier. So with this non-fan already, I've weakened Tangrowth, I've weakened Heracross. And Mienshao outspeeds Heracross. So right now, it's looking really clear for a Mienshao sweep. Now he decides to go into Manaphy as I got my rocks up. And here, I was thinking he Tail Glow, so I was going to reveal the Bloom Doom. But he went for Surf and killed me. He wasn't having any of that. He wasn't having any of that. I had a tech for this Manaphy, and he didn't let me use it. So good playing on his end, because my plan for that turn was to, on his Tail Glow, Z Seed Bomb, nuke this Manaphy, let him kill me, and then revenge him with Shaman. Because I can see here, my Shaman actually does end up, later in the game, we find out my Shaman does actually outspeed his Manaphy. So that really did come in handy. So I just Psychic on his switch into Heatran. But now here he's going to predict the shit out of me and be able to go into Uxie on my Earth Power. Because I was offensive Shaman. So now he got his Uxie in for free. I just click Seed Flare. I get his Bidef drop. That's fine. He gets his rocks up, which is also fine. Because, yeah, now I just go into Clefim thinking I could just set up here. I can just set up here. Because I do have Hidden Power Ground for his Heatran. He goes with Sludge Bomb, and he gets a crit. That's fine. And he's going to go to Heatran here, as I think I predicted. No, I go for Soft Boiled. Then I predict to go for he taunts me to prevent me from setting up anymore, but I predict to go for Hidden Power Ground and kill him. I don't think he saw that coming. I really don't think he saw the Hidden Power Ground coming. If he did and just wanted to sack the Tran there, I doubt he saw it coming. Now he goes into Manaphy and thinks he gets the free Tail Glow off here. So I just go into my Shaman as he does Tail Glow. And now I had to risk the speed tie or something, and I just go for Seed Flare and kill him. So he didn't have. I don't think he was fast Manaphy. I did have speed on my Shaman though. I'm pretty sure I was max speed Jolly or max speed Timid. Whatever the hell the Spit F boost, whatever the hell the one you use for a special attacker is. I think it's Timid. I'm pretty sure I was max speed Timid. So now he goes into his Altaria, gets a free drag. I know he's gonna Dragon Dance here. So I just decided to Psychic for damage. I force him to roost here now. That was kind of my goal. I forced him to roost. So he just goes for the return, gets a crit. That didn't matter. So now I go to my Vape, which walls this thing, and I do have Haze on it too. Oh no, I had Roar. Okay, I knew I had something to prevent Altaria from setting up. Now I forgot if it was Haze or Roar. So now I go into Clefable, which walls this Heracross, and let's see, has Facade, which he does. He does end up revealing it right here. So I just decided to sack off Clef there. It's really not doing much. Because it looks like Mienshao is going to just clean up now. As, yeah, I think Mienshao doesn't clean up this turn. It cleans up the next turn because it's a roll here to kill. So I just switch into my Psyducks, sacking it off. He also Psychic and it doesn't kill me. So I am sub DD on this. So I just decided to set up a Dragon Dance. And he get a U-turn here into his Tangrowth. I'm pretty sure I just E-Speed here for damage or just click Outrage. I forgot which one I did. No, I just set up a sub. But he reveals Giga Drain, which does break my sub. So I was like, okay, can't sub on this thing now. So I just go for E-Speed and get a crit. Didn't matter, though, because I could just go into... Because Mienshao kills with Poison Jab anyway. And now with all the rocks damage, Mienshao looking like... Mienshao just sweeps here. So GG, AJ. Mienshao just clicking Poison Jab. I'm Choice Banded. Kills everything right now. And that's going to be the game. So number 3, putting in the finest of work here. Beating the undefeated Vancouver Psyducks. No undefeateds now currently in UTL. So that was week 5. That was week 6. That brought us to 3-3. And we are first place in the... That brought us to 3-3 and first place in the division. So now let's move on to week number 6, and the Cronulla Sutherland we face off against the Cronulla Sutherland Sharpedoes, who were a lowly 1-6. This game was we were a lowly 1-6 or 1-5. 1-5. This was week 7, so 1-5. He 1-5. Sorry, I know I said 1-6. I meant to say 1-5. So, and his team consists of Scizor, Mega Blastoise, Entei, Hydreigon, Nidoking, Gourgeist, Granbull, Machamp, Avila, Galol, Raichu, and Porygon Z. I had this battle yesterday, and I made the team 2 weeks ago. No Entei really did surprise me. I was wondering why I had Groundium Z Earthquake on Celesteela, and I remembered Entei. That's why I had it. I should have brought Flash Cannon because I realized I had nothing to hit his Granbull. But whatever. So I lead with Mienshao again. I've really been leading with this thing often. I'm AV. So I'm AV. I don't have Poison Jab. I just went for Drain Punch. I was going to try to bluff Scarf, so I pulled a switch into my Vaporeon. He Thunder Punched, predicting that. But I am Rocky Helmet, so he's going to be able to take some damage right there. As now he pulls a switch into his Hydreigon. As I'm just going to Wish Protect the heal up here. He goes for Taunt, so now I know he's not choiced. I think he ended up being Life Orb. So he pulls a switch into his Scizor. I pull a switch into my Donphan. This is fine. Bug Bite's going to do nothing. I get my rocks. And it's okay. Now he switches into his Toys. As I switch into my Celesteela. So I'm thinking I could just 1v1 this Toys here. So I go for Giga Drain. It does pretty good chunk of damage. He goes for Scald, no burn. So I Giga here again, and I'm able to get some health back. As he just spins, sets, okay, but so now this is a dead Blastoise, so threat eliminated, which is really nice for me. I get the Beastie Boost, as now he goes back into this thing. Fire Blast coming here. So I go into my Psyducks as I calced it, and I tank this. Yeah. So how about that? Psyducks tanking hits. So he goes into his Granbull. That's probably going to be his dedicated switch to this. As I set up a sub, I get the Dragon Dance off, but he's going to be able to break myself here with literally any move. Because Psyducks is not the greatest defensively. And I just go into my Vaporeon. It's going to be my switch into this thing. Even though he has Thunder Punch, it does about the same as Play Rough. So I'm essentially taking a hit no matter what. But he's taking Rocky Helmet damage in the process. So I'm able to Wish up here. He just goes into his Alola, which is fine, because I have switches to this thing. I go into my Donphan, which is Max Speed for this Alola, because I can take any hit he goes for. Especially from this range. He pulls a switch into his Hydreigon. I'm able to knock off his item, which is really nice here. I knock off his Life Orb. And here he goes for Taunt, predicting me to get my rocks up again. But I reveal the Play Rough and I'm able to take out the threat. Yes, so now I'm officially thinking Celesteela can win me this game. Because I have now a move to hit every mon on this team. Because Hydreigon was the only mon that didn't have a move to hit. But now I have a move to hit every mon on this team. So if I'm able to autotomize on Scizor, I could win this game. That's what I'm thinking, but it's not what happens. He Play Roughs here, does really negligible damage. I'm able to get some nice lefties recovery. So I pull a switch into my Vaporeon. He goes for Ice Punch, probably predicting my Psyducks there. Or predicting me to stay in. That's fine. I get a Wish off. I'm able to pass it into my Psyducks. Unless because I knew he was going to Agility there. So I just decide here to sack off my Psyducks. I go for E-Speed to get damage. And with that damage, I guarantee kill him with this. But he HP Ices and crits me. And that crit mattered. Because you see, it did 58.7%. I was at, I believe, that range. So definitely, it mattered. Definitely that crit mattered. But now because of that crit, I have to go into Shark and Aqua Jet here to kill him. If he didn't get the crit, then I could have sacked off my, what's it called? I could have sacked off my, what's the name of that mon? I could have killed this thing, sacked off my Donphan to I'm pretty sure he was going to go into Scizor. Sacked off my Donphan to his Scizor, and then proceed to, in fact, sacked off my Donphan to his Scizor. Because of his Scizor set, the crit was huge. So I'm able to kill the Alola here with Aqua Jet. Now he goes into his Scizor. I don't want to risk anything, so I do pull a switch into my Celesteela, and he SDs. He does reveal Natural Gift, but it's fine. Actually, it did 85, so that crit would maybe matter because I could have lived a Natural Gift. Unless he was, unless it did that much, I'm -2 at neutral anyway, which is fine. So I go into this and I die. He's just going to sweep me with Scizor here. So the crit ended up allowing him to get the free SD. As you can see from that damage, if I got any damage off on that Scizor, Crunch would have just picked them off. So I go down to the Cornelius Sutherland Sharpedoes here on another crit. So this is the third time I've faced this man since Season 1. The only time he didn't beat me on a crit was Season 1. And Season 1, I won that game. Season 2? Season 2? Oh, Season 2 was a HAX fest. Season 2, he crit something. I don't remember what it was, but I know he won on a crit. I think he had Scizor again, he crit something. Oh yeah, he crit my Krook. He crit my Crocodile with Scizor. God damn it. Was it Crocodile he crit? It was something he crit. Oh no, he had Crocodile. I don't even remember. I knew Scizor crit something that allowed his Crocodile to sweep me. Season 3, he crit his Mega Aggron crit one of my mons, allowing him to win with a Chlorophyll Vileplume. And now this season he crits my Donphan, allowing his Scizor to get a free SD on my Sharpedo switch. Because I needed Sharpedo to win the game. He wasn't. After the game, he told me he wasn't Scarf on Nidoking, and I had Ice Fang, so I definitely was killing. He wasn't Yachi either. I think he was Life Orb. I did have Yachi. I just won this game with Shark if he didn't crit me there. So Spanic out. We're now 3-4, but luckily my division is a dumpster fire right now, so we somehow are still on top. Going into next week's game against the Gloria Garatinas. So I'll see you then. Spanic out. See you guys next time. Peace.